Tony D and Little Joan in the background, and this is a Screenwriter's Rant on Bendy and the Dark Revival. New video game. It's coming out from Steam, I think, on the Steam platform. Looks pretty awesome. Kind of looks like Bioshock. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's The Pineys, books 1 through 10. Available at Amazon.com. Thanks for coming out to the Morristown Library today for the author's picnic. It was a nice day. A little windy, but other than that, really good. Now, this takes place, it's a period piece, and it's horror. It takes place in I think an animation studio where the main character is Bendy, and there's some sort of ink demon running around. And it's one of the animators, a woman by the name of Audrey, who is, I don't know, she's somehow possessed. And she has to make her way through the animation studio and toy factory to fight various dark creatures. It's got sort of a old cartoony vibe, but at the same time, it's a lot like Bioshock. I don't see the political angle, but it's got that kind of feel to it. You know, where the characters in Bioshock were just around the underwater city all going crazy. There's a lot of madness, but then you've also got this period piece stuff, and then you have characters that may interact with you in a positive way. So I kind of like it. Mainly because it sort of reminds me of Bioshock in that it takes place in that the aesthetic is kind of Art Deco a little bit. So you've got you can see the look of everything. Top Groceries, Kingpin. Yeah, I would totally play this. And it has interesting characters. It's got interesting characters, a cool look. And here's Bendy, who I guess you got to save at the end. Coming to Steam November 15th. So that's 10 days. Xbox and PlayStation. I would totally download this. From Joey Drew. I think I would enjoy this game. Will I? I don't have a lot of money or time for games these days. Maybe if things go right this Christmas, and I've got some time on my hands, that would be great. I have a feeling I'm going to be scrambling, so I'm not going to invest in any games right now, but I would definitely put this on my list. In terms of a 3-act structure, probably, I mean, they don't really have a 3-act structure in video games, sort of, kind of, not really. You've got a protagonist. The setup is basically act 1, and then slowly but surely it ramps up all through Act 2, and then Act 3 is the big boss, and you finish off the Ink Demon. Bendy and the Dark Revival is the name of the game. I think it looks pretty cool. I love the aesthetic. You know, it's got a horror bent, but it's not like bloody, gross horror. It's like kind of cool, weird horror. I prefer weird horror than gross horror. And seems to move well. There's scenes where you're like flying down a tunnel, and then there are scenes where you're just, you know, it's got that Bioshock thing where you're like fighting people and they're shouting crazy stuff at you, and you know, in the Bioshock game, people had gone mad a lot of times. This feels like that. It doesn't have the underwater aesthetic, but it has the Art Deco aesthetic, I guess you would say. So I think it would be enjoyable to see. I think a lot of people could get behind this game. You know, it's got, you know, the animation style is like Cuphead. That's that old style of animation, like the earliest animation, which a lot of people seem to ape. Maybe that's why they did it this way, as opposed to, say, Hanna-Barbera. So, yeah, Bendy and the Dark Revival, November 15th. And that's it for me, Tony D. And Little Joan. Check us out on our various links, Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble, to name a few. Thanks to everyone who came out to the Morristown Library, and we'll see you in the next one.